Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Let me introduce myself. I am Rahelia Purwadi with NPM 234111051. On this occasion, I will present the material based on the specified topic. I will explain this material briefly and clearly for easy understanding. Okay, to start, I'll jump right into the discussion on the next slide. In this slide, I will explain the meaning of regulatory approaches. Regulatory approaches in accounting are approaches used to regulate and control financial reporting practices through various rules, standards, and policies established by authorized parties. These parties can be governments, accounting standards bodies, or professional organizations. The primary purpose of this regulation is to ensure that financial reports are prepared consistently, transparently, and reliably. Without regulation, each company could prepare its financial reports differently, making them difficult to compare and potentially misleading to users. Furthermore, regulatory approaches also aim to protect the interests of financial report users, such as investors, creditors, and the general public. Clear standards enable users to have greater confidence in the information presented. For example, accounting standards govern how companies should record revenue, assets, and liabilities. This makes financial statements more uniform and easier to understand. Thus, regulatory approaches play an important role in creating an orderly and reliable financial reporting system. In this slide, we will discuss several types of regulatory approaches used in accounting. The first type is the market-based approach. In this approach, regulations develop based on market needs and the information demands of financial statement users. This means that accounting standards are developed with the needs of investors and other parties in mind when making decisions. The second type is the legal-based approach. In this approach, accounting rules are established by the government or legal institutions and are mandatory for compliance. This approach is usually stricter because it has the force of law. The third type is the professional approach, or profession-based approach. In this approach, accounting standards are developed by professional organizations, such as the Accounting Standards Board. This approach emphasizes professional expertise and judgment in developing rules. These three approaches each have their own advantages and disadvantages. In practice, a combination of several approaches is often used to produce more effective and tailored regulations. In this slide, I will explain the role and impact of regulatory approaches in accounting practice. Regulatory approaches play a crucial role in maintaining the quality of financial reporting. Regulations require companies to adhere to certain standards, ensuring more consistent and comparable financial reports across companies. Furthermore, regulations also increase transparency and accountability. Companies must present information that is honest and reflects the actual situation. This can increase investor and other parties' trust in the company. However, on the other hand, regulations can also have negative impacts if not implemented in a balanced manner. Overly stringent regulations can limit a company's flexibility in preparing financial reports. Companies may struggle to adapt their reports to dynamic business conditions. Furthermore, implementing regulations can increase compliance costs, such as audit and reporting fees. This can be an additional burden for companies, especially small ones. Therefore, it is important to create balanced regulations, namely strict enough to maintain the reliability of financial reports, but still provide flexibility for companies. In conclusion, regulatory approaches are a very important part of accounting theory because they play a role in regulating financial reporting practices to make them more transparent, consistent, and trustworthy for information users. This approach encompasses various types, such as the market-based approach, the legal-based approach, and the professional approach, each of which plays a role in shaping accounting standards. In practice, these three approaches are often used in conjunction to create a more effective and tailored regulatory system. Regulation offers numerous benefits, including improving the quality of financial reports, facilitating comparisons between companies, and increasing the confidence of investors and other stakeholders. Clear standards also minimize the risk of financial statement manipulation. However, on the other hand, regulations also need to be applied in a balanced manner. If they are too strict, they can limit a company's flexibility and increase compliance burdens. Therefore, appropriate policies are needed to ensure regulations maintain information reliability without hindering business development. Thus, it can be concluded that regulatory approaches not only function as a control tool, but also as a foundation in creating a quality financial reporting system and supporting more accurate and responsible decision-making. Thank you.